Hey folks, my name is Pravus and welcome to more Plague Inc. Evolved custom scenarios. Today we're going to try out a scenario called the Hopium Plague, created by Ches It Cinnamon, which apparently is based around the utterly crushed hopes that Fallout 3 would get announced at the 2025 Game Awards. To which I say, first time? Come on guys, we go through this practically every year. Is this unfamiliar territory to you? I think we all knew it was going to happen. Anyway, in the aftermath of that gaming award, the Half-Life community have gone into a spreel, not spiral, causing some people to make Hopium into a real thing, though unknowingly spreading it as a new plague. It's basically poking fun at Reddit. Anything that pokes fun at Reddit is probably going to be good in my book. This could be a really stupid scenario, it could also be a very funny scenario, and sometimes there's that happy little medium where it's both. We're going to find out. This is a virus. We'll go ahead and play with ATP boost, genetic mimic, aquacytic streamophile, and symptostasis, and sure, Mega Brutal is probably fine. The Half-Life community has gone into a spreel as mainly Reddit burns the ground and people have taken it upon themselves to make Hopium a real thing. Could become the rise or fall of humanity. Well, of course, we're going to start in Saudi Arabia. They have a vibrant esports scene, don't you know? So what do we have as far as transmissions? Looks like we actually started off with the Hopium syringes. Are you sure it's Hopium in those syringes? I'm just saying, if somebody gave me a syringe, I don't think I'd use it no matter what they called it, because I don't really trust these people. I'm just saying. Internet all started from memes and jokes online to infect people mentally. I mean, yeah, memes are virally infective. It's just not usually what we mean by going viral, but I guess sure, yeah, why not? It works. Let's go ahead and pick up some air transmission, get that going. We've also got water, we've got Hopium selling for a very low price, and we have Hopium handouts. Give it away for free in private. See, this is why I'm just increasingly suspicious. It ain't Hopium in those syringes. Blood infectivity makes perfect sense to me. And then we've got insomnia. You know, that actually makes perfect sense. All right? If you are keeping yourself awake at night, you know, just hoping and praying that someday Half-Life 3 is going to get announced, you probably are going to be an insomniac by the end of it, aren't you? Abilities look mostly the same, with the exception of backup Hopium over here. People send a small package to other countries. It is a fungal infection. Oh, good. That means I don't really have to worry about stupid old Greenland anytime soon. I can just go ahead and pop a little Hopium distribution and boom, problem will be solved. Ah, the Canadians celebrating the Hay Herbert Treaty where they somehow got Alaska. I'm just saying, if that ain't grounds for war, I don't know what is. Let's go ahead and fix that. Anyway, what do you got next? Paranoia? Yeah, of course, absolutely. The people are so paranoid, they're not going to trust anyone who doesn't believe that Half-Life 3 will be announced imminently. They've seen the writing. They know Gaben's patterns. Surely, any moment now, he is going to make the announcement. Surely, any moment now. Please, Gaben, please, I beg you. I will say, though, I don't know if you guys have played Half-Life Alyx. That was one of the first games I played when I got my Valve Index, which is a beautiful VR machine. It really, really is great. But Half-Life Alyx was a trip and a half, I'll tell you. That was such a freaking fun game to play. I had so much fun. I laughed, I screamed, it was great. And even the ending of it is like, if this is not setting up for Half-Life 3, I don't know what to tell you. It 100% is, but I will not spoil anything beyond that. I'm just saying, if you haven't played Half-Life Alyx, if you have a VR set, play it. Otherwise, go watch someone on YouTube. So what else do we get over here? We got depression. Yep, saddened mental view due to thinking Half-Life 3 will never come out. I mean, it might. I don't know. I'm just saying, Alyx was literally the ray of hope that I think most of us had been looking for. Let's go for a bit of drug resistance and cold resistance, by the way, since we are starting to spread in a few of those areas. Not getting an absolute ton of DNA, which is a little annoying, but I mean, like, whatever. Also, it's kind of weird that the color of this virus is the simian flu. Why would that be the case? I have no idea. Could go for more Hopium handouts and stuff like that. Could also try to go for the water, which are less of a concern for me, honestly. If I'm going to have things like these backup Hopiums, I could just hold on to that, and it's not that big of a deal. Immaturity, hormone production, blah, 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 Half-Life 3, blah, blah, blah. That sounds immature, right? Despair. Heavily depressive thoughts appear the more they think of Half-Life 3 will not come out. Induce feelings of despair in the host. You kind of already suggested that, but I guess it was only implied. And then lessen self-preservation instincts. Oh god, I think I know what this direction this is going. Schizophrenia? Sure. And then, of course, there is going to be a headache. Let's go for a bit more cold resistance. Just kind of keep ramping that up. Surprisingly, only just now getting into Russia, which is a little bit annoying. Our mutation seems to be pretty strong, by the way. We are getting quite a lot of freebies, which is nice. Happy about that. Let's go for that water transmission next. I wonder what blood's going to lead to, because normally it just leads to a better version of blood, but I see a splitting path here. So what can I expect? Is it worth picking this up? Good in the poor regions, more mutation chance. Oh, liquid. There we go. Very good in the humid environments. Okay, sure. I mean, probably great, but again, am I really that scared of all the islands? Not especially. What are we missing right now? Philippines, New Guinea, Caribbean, and of course, Greenland. So if we can get one more island, I mean, we know we're going to end up being fine, and I got nothing to worry about here. So I'm kind of thinking we can skip a lot of this and start focusing more on some of the symptoms. Seizures can be fatal, and of course a fever too. Let's pick up immaturity. That did not lead to anything, which is a surprise, but okay. I'll pick up schizophrenia. It's surprisingly infective. So at this point, I think our infection rate is really solid. I'm going to go ahead and pick up some drug resistance as well for the heck of it, just to make sure we spread faster in Europe. But yeah, have we gotten into another island? We got into a couple. So I'm definitely fine. Let's go ahead and start working on some fatality here with the seizures and the fever. It's not a lot of lethality, but a little bit wouldn't be so bad. Psychosis. With the over-hope for Half-Life 3 coming out, changes cause the host to become out of touch with reality. One could argue they probably already were. Everyone knows that Gaben doesn't make any 3 games. Where's my Portal 3? I care just as much about that one. It's probably never going to happen. That's another phenomenal series. What happened? What happened exactly to Valve? Why don't they make great games anymore? They used to be freaking amazing at everything they did. Freaking loved them just as much as I loved Blizzard and their own kind of weird little indie scene. I miss the good stuff. Come on, Valve. Make games again. All right, is there really so much to ask for? So weirdly enough, we've got everything over here, but these little areas are still locked out. I guess we have to go for psychosis. Oh, okay. So once you get down all of this, you have a choice. We can go down the, the self-delete option. I just don't want to get demonetized today. Or you can go for aggression. Hypothalamic tap causes irrational hatred and violence, especially towards Mega Man fans. Did I miss something in the Game Awards? Was Mega Man announced or something? I wasn't paying attention to that one, but maybe they did. Maybe they did. We got bliss. Mental state of the host makes them total bliss with the hope. We could also go for rituals. People kill off people they think have made Half-Life 3 not come out. So anyone who's preventing it from releasing, surely it's like a grand conspiracy theory. It's Half-Life Gate or something like that. Just end them all. Okay. And then finally, there's going to be the Hopium Transcendence. The hope for Half-Life 3 takes over the mental state of the host, causing them to be in a permanent state of hope for Half-Life 3 to come out, with no way of returning back. Reduces lethality, but I'll go ahead and pick it up. Sure, why not? At this point, I think we only have to just, infect the whole world. That's going to be my guess. And honestly, less lethality is going to help a little bit with things like Greenland, making that just a smidge faster. We are still really struggling to spread in places like Greenland right now, which is starting to scare me. Rituals is done, so I guess we're now killing off all the non-believers. Hey, I run a cult, all right? I'm a big fan of that kind of arrangement. It's fine. Let's go for some heat resistance. Morocco is kind of having some issues. I did see that. And we can go for some liquid to try and speed this up in Greenland just a little bit. Aggression fires off no matter what. Okay, that's going to be a thing. So Morocco is going to get infected. Is this actually a Transcendence victory or not? Have I infected the world or not? There we go. No healthy people left in the world. Well, I guess everyone's about to die regardless. No, do I not get a Transcendence victory? Okay, so this is not... Wait, no, gosh dang it, why? Okay, well, that just happens. Let me go pull up the screenshot of whatever that was just now. It kind of moved on before I had a chance. It didn't even auto-pause the game. That was not me messing up. So we win, but I would be far more impressed if I hadn't administered the Hopium. Administrated, dude, or something. Administered something. It's definitely not administered. I'm just saying. 337 days is surprisingly fast, but the cure progress did get a little bit on the high side for me, unfortunately. 57,390 points, 2 stars on Mega Brutal. Yeah, kind of a funny little thing. It's interesting to me that a scenario like this gets released into the workshop and somehow rockets up to being one of the higher subscribed scenarios and gets 5 stars. I don't especially think it was like a phenomenally creative scenario at the end of the day. I mean, yeah, it did rearrange quite a lot of things. It was certainly more effort than I've seen in many, many others. But I don't know. It just kind of went with one meme, and that was the joke. The whole way just was one single joke, and all you could do is say the same joke again and again and again. That's kind of what the scenario is. But hey, people apparently liked it. I thought it was pretty good. There certainly was some effort put into it. And maybe one of these days, you will in fact get your Half-Life 3, and the world shall be just gravy. Thank you all very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If so, I would ask you to hit that like button, leave a comment, subscribe, hit that notify bell, and I will see you guys next time.